Hey, Mr. President, it's Wesley Hunt here. How you doing, sir?
Hi, Wesley.
I got a question for you. Where you've been talking a lot about no tax on tips. If you could kind of
Right.
talk about that and what impact that would have, not just on the black community, but on everyone. I think it's a winner for all of us, and it's your idea. So if you could kind of talk about that, would be great, sir.
So about a month ago, I was at my building in Las Vegas having dinner with some big people, business people that were, planning some big developments and things. And the waitress came over and said, "How you doing? How you doing?" And she said, "Oh, the government is after me all the time for my tax on tips." I said, "Really? They do that?" He said, "Yeah, Biden just made the regulations much tougher. And it's very tough nowadays, tax on tips." And I said, how would you like to be no tax on tips? Because first of all, it's very hard, it's a very hard thing to control from the government standpoint. But the people are very unhappy about what's happening, especially the new regulations. And anyway, I just came up with the concept of no tax on tips. Let the people earn what they earn. And I'll tell you, it has been so popular, beyond anything. I've never seen anything like it. So we have no tax on tips. Vote for Trump, no tax on tips.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It is a new day. We thank the good Lord it's a new day. Thank God it is a new day. So good to see you. It's me again, WJ, Channel 1 Life, many seasons. I tell you, always something happening today. Now we've got a question to answer. Whose policy is this? No tax on tips. As far as I know, Trump came up with this policy first, and I never heard it again until recently when Kamala is echoing the same thing. Something is going on here. Whose policy is it? We just saw Trump over the phone answering the question at the barbershop. Now we're going to play another video to further validate that this is Trump's policy. This was at the convention, the RNC convention, where Trump announced the same thing again. So let's watch this again carefully. So we have all of this documentation, and then we'll play Kamala Harris's just coming in recently. Something is not right here, okay? But you wait till the end. I have some hypothesis on what I think is going on. I have some things that I'm thinking in my mind that I think it's going on here. But let's listen to this again. Here's Trump again.
All those hotels that I saw that are so nice, I'm staying in a nice one. It's called no tax on tips. No tax on tips. No tax on tips.
No tax on tips. You hear that, huh? From Trump. This is at the RNC.
I got that by having dinner recently in Nevada, where we're leading by about 14 points. Hello.
There you go. You hear
I'll
that,
see
huh?
you there very soon, everybody. And we're having dinner at a beautiful restaurant in the Trump building on the Strip, and it's a great building, and the waitress comes over. "How's everything going?" A really nice person. "How's everything?" "Oh, sir, it's so tough. The government's after me all the time on tips, tips, tips." I said, "Well, they give you cash. Would they be able to find him?" She said, "Actually," and I didn't know this, she said, "very little cash is given. It's all put right on the check. And they come in and they take so much of our money, it's just ridiculous, and they don't believe anything we say, and they've just hired, as you know, 88,000 agents to go after them even more."
So there you have it. That was at the RNC. And Trump further elaborating on his policy, his new policy that he's going to put in. No tax on tips. Now there was another rally where he also mentioned that again. So now this is the second time we're hearing this. So we got two down. One more to go. And then we play Kamala Harris's understanding of the same policy. And then I'll tell you what I think is going on from my observation. Let's watch this.
This is the first time I've said this, and for those hotel workers and people that get tips, you're going to be very happy, because when I get to office, we are going to not charge taxes on tips, people making tips.
There you have it again. That was at the rally in Vegas. And now we're going to play the one from Kamala that she just started running with now. Same words. I'm not even sure she understands what needs to be done to put that into effect. But, however, again, we're going to listen to what she says, echoing. In other words, plagiarism. When you use somebody else's work without a reference or an acknowledgement of the person, that's called plagiarism. But then I'll tell you what I think is going on after we listen to Kamala Harris using those same exact words. No tax on tips. Let's watch.
We will continue our fight for working families of America, including to raise the minimum wage and eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
Former President Trump quickly released a barrage of attacks on Truth Social, saying Kamala has no imagination whatsoever, as shown by the fact that she played copycat with no taxes on tips. On another post, he writes in part, how long will it be before Kamala Harris comes out with another Trump policy? Trump supports ending taxes on tips, even though the idea has gotten mixed reactions from Republicans.
This is the first time I've said this, and for those hotel workers and people that get tips, you're going to be very happy, because when I get to office, we are going to not charge taxes on tips, people making tips.
So there you have it. There you have it. No tax on tips. Whose policy is it? From all the videos we just saw, it's very clear. There's no debate here. This is a Trump's policy, stolen by Kamala Harris. Now to what I think may be going on here. I think they understand, the Democrats understand, that their policies cannot stand toe-to-toe with Trump's policy. So they're trying to play a game here, a political game. If we echo everything he says, and we can show to the people that our policies are the same, what's left? Well, Kamala can then come out and say, hey, people, he wants to give no tax on tips. I'm giving you the same thing. He wants to do this. I'm still waiting for, I guess the only thing left now is for Kamala to MAGA, to acknowledge MAGA. At this rate, I wouldn't even be shocked anymore. But what I think is happening, they want to go tit for tat. So everything Trump says he's doing, they're going to say the same thing and then come to the people and say, hey, we match his energy. But I am a woman. And now, more importantly, I'm a black woman. I'm a woman of color. I'm a black woman. So now it becomes, what does Trump have? But they're forgetting that people are not stupid. People are not stupid. So before I wrap this up, you can see clearly yourself, whose policy is this? No tax on tips? We can clearly see this is Trump's policy. If she goes on like this, I think they need to be asked at the debate stage, how are you going to carry this out, this policy? It's all well and good to talk about it, but what are you going to do behind the scenes, operationally, to get this carried out? People need to know. So I have this theory in my mind, and I wanted to put it out there. Since we're talking about all of this stuff now as it relates to the election and all this going on, and, you know, Democratic Party trying to utilize race and gender and all of this stuff. All of a sudden, Kamala is black. That was never the case before. She wasn't really fully, black. All of a sudden, I mean, the whole shenanigan. I have a question before I wrap this up. And I want you to be honest with me, especially black people. Please be honest with me. If the Democratic Party's presidential nominee's position was open up for vote, and you had two people that we heard their names were potentials, Kamala Harris and Michelle Obama. Can you tell me, honestly, if Michelle were running against Kamala, would we as black people claim or say Kamala is black? Be honest. I'm looking at you. Yes. Let's be honest. You see how they play with our minds? And we really got to pray and make up our minds ourselves? Think about that for a second. If this was open up to a vote in the Democratic Party and Michelle was running against Kamala, do you think any black person, especially the ones following Kamala now, because I'm not, would say Kamala is black to compete with Michelle Obama? Please put your comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you think. Let's have the discussion. We got to be real with ourselves. This election is coming up so rapidly, so swiftly. In a few months, 3 months or less, it'll be all said and done. And we got to go out and vote. Let's not stay home. Let's go out and vote. Thanks for stopping by. It's me again, WJ on our channel, One Life, Many Seasons. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for stopping by. You know how we like to wrap this up. Just like to remind ourselves that we always remember we got one life with many seasons. So let's make the best of it. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. You take care now. Bye-bye.